What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight. Okay, we're coming back to Tool. Yes, indeed. Tool fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. This is a request from Jeff Brochetti, Zika Stankovic, Yuki Irie, and J.R. Hernandez. They all wanted to see me react to this song by Tool called The Pot. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Tool, okay? And the video has 13.9 million views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Tool, The Pot, audio. Cool. What else am I going to say? All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Who are you to wave your finger? You must have been out your head. I hold deep in muddy waters. You practically raised the dead. Rob the grave to snow the cradle, then burn the evidence down. Soapbox house of cards and glass, so don't go tossing your stones around. You must have been high. You must have been high. You must have been.
Wait a second. It can't be that simple.
You must have been high. You must have been. Foot in mouth and head up fast. So what you talking about? Difficult to dance round this one till you pull it out. Boy, you must have been so high. You must have been so high. Steal, borrow, reverse, take your shady inference. Kangaroo done hung the jury with the innocent. Now you're weeping.
Oh man. Oh God. Okay. Wow. very smart. It's simple. It's so simple. It's okay. It's literally 4/4 time. You don't hear songs in 4/4 time from Tool very often. So it's a rare treat. But here's the thing. It's 4/4 time. Justin is laying down the 4/4 time along with Danny. And I know Danny's playing in 4 because you listen for the snare hitting on the 2s and the 4s. It's easy to follow. In comes Adam with the guitar. Now here's the thing. Adam is playing a 3 pattern. He's playing a pattern that emulates 3/4 time. But even Adam is still playing in 4. Even though the pattern he's playing is given the illusion of 3. And here's the thing. Here's the beautiful thing about that. It's going to line up. It doesn't matter. I mean, Adam could be playing in straight 3. It feels like he's playing in 4. But he's giving that 3 feel. But he very well could just be playing in 3/4 time. If that's the case, it still works because every third measure of 4 that Danny and Justin are playing is going to match up with every fourth measure of what Adam's playing. So it's always going to line up. And it's going to line up fairly consistent. I mean, it's going to line up consistently, but it's going to line up fairly quickly each time, too. Every 3-bar phrase for Justin and Danny, and every 4-bar phrase for Adam. Okay, I may be jumping the gun. I'm only like a quarter of the way through the song so far. Okay, so I may be jumping the gun here. But I remember reading a lot of people in the comments saying that, you know, because I love to count. I do. I love counting songs. That's how I enjoy music. I enjoy music by counting. And I feel good when I get locked in with the time. That's when I can kind of relax, lay back, and really, quote unquote, enjoy the song. But I can't do that unless I've locked into the time. So if I don't lock into the time, I can't enjoy the song. It doesn't matter how good the song is. I just can't do it. So I'm thrilled that I've locked into the time right now. I'm glad to hear it. But I'm really kind of concerned because I remember reading in all the comments, people that were saying, you should listen to this song because, you know, the counting is going to blow your mind. This isn't mind-blowing. Not that that's a bad thing. I'm sitting here going, you know, I can't honestly say that my mind's been blown by the counting on this. It's really cool to hear the 3 mixed in with the 4. That is super cool to hear, but I've already figured it out. I've already figured out the counting. It's not that hard, really, in all honesty. Now, like I said, though, I may be jumping the gun, and in another 2 minutes, for all I know, they're going to go into some, like, crazy, you know, 21-8 break or something like that, and it's going to be like, oh, no! And I'm going to lose my mind. So, I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but as it stands right now, I've locked in, I like what I'm hearing, and now I can kind of relax a little bit and enjoy the song, which I'm really thrilled to do. So, let's keep going here. That's what I thought. D sharp. So that's the guitar part, though. Hold on. See if I can get this. See if I can get this. Oh, here we go. It's a square pattern. It's pretty cool. 4 to 5 to 8 to 7. Doodle-doo-doo, doodle-doo-doo. Easy square pattern. Those are fun. What I mean by square pattern. So, I'll show you. I hope I can show you the neck here. So, we're playing in D sharp. I should probably detune, but. So that's the square pattern. It's 4 to 5 to 7 to 8, or to 8 to 7. So. It's like that. It's a simple square pattern. Very commonly used in, especially prog. You'll see a lot of Dream Theater riffs built off of square patterns like that. It's not a difficult pattern at all, but it's super effective, especially when playing in unison. When guitar and bass all lock in, playing the exact same notes, exact same time, playing that syncopated pattern. It's really nice. It's really nice. I like that little breakdown we had where it changed up, and you started to see the incorporation of that square pattern in quite a bit, actually. Felt good, sounded good, well executed, nicely placed too. I was about to say the song's getting a little redundant. It was starting to get a little repetitive, and right as I was about to say that, they dropped into that breakdown. Really nice timing, nice placement. Yeah, man. I mean, but the counting has not changed. It's still 4/4. I'm a little surprised. I thought for sure we would have gone into something else by now. Now, people are probably wondering, is that going to affect the score? No, it probably won't, honestly. You still got that 3 against the 4, which is nice. And to be honest with you, I got no problem with songs that are in 4/4. I'm a little surprised and pleasantly shocked that Tool would write such a simple song when it came to time signatures. It's cool though. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I'm digging the song. The song's got a great groove to it. Let's keep going. had a little shift into 3/4 for just a little bit. Nice little transition where we actually went into 3/4, everybody across the board. That felt good. Now we're getting into this, and it sounds like we went back to 4/4. Nice. I was hoping they did that sustain, and when it felt like time dropped out, and they were just going to hold that note. Right now, there's two ways this can be done. They can do it where they hold the note and they just hold it. There's no count. There's no nothing. It's just they're holding the note, and then they all come in at some random spot. They all look for a cue to each other, and bam, there it is. That's one way to do it. The way they did it is the way that I love it when bands do it. They'll keep counting. You're not going to hear the click. You're not going to hear the drums playing, but there is a metered sustain. I think it was 4 measures. Let me go back and check on that. I think it was 4 measures. That was so good. So well executed. 5 measures. It was 5 measures. Okay. 5 measures counted, but without vocalizing, without showing. It's like poker. You're not showing your hand. You know, you're playing the game, but you're not going to show your hand, right? It's the same thing here. They're going to count, or they're going to have a click going, you know, beep, boop, 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 beep, boop, 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 like that. And it's going to be counting the whole time in their ears, not coming through in the monitors, obviously, not coming through into the mix, but you're going to hear it. And in this case, they did 5 measures of 4/4 on that sustain with a 2-measure entry vocally. Smart. That's how I like it done. I don't like it when bands sustain the note and then they just come in at some random spot. I hate it when bands do that. I really do. I love it when it's obviously been planned, thought out, measured out, spaced out, and counted out properly. That's awesome. I love that. That is outstanding. I'm sorry. I want to go back. I don't. No, I don't care. Hey, it's my show. If I want to go back, we're going to go back. I want to hear that whole breakdown again. I think I can go back further than that. This is the best part of the whole song. this last, like, don't get me wrong, I've enjoyed the whole song, but this last, like, minute and a half has been amazing, powerful, strong, accents coming in on the unisons, accented especially and brought over the top by Maynard's vocals by that extra emphasis on the downbeat. Man! Oh! Whew! Yeah. Like I said, don't get me wrong. I've enjoyed the whole song so far. I've enjoyed everything I've heard, but in particular, this last like minute and a half. Yes. I think it's a combination of things. I think mostly is because of Maynard's vocal style in this, like how he's like where he's coming in and how he's exiting to set up the downbeat of the next measure. Like he'll end his phrase right on the end of 4, and then the downbeat of 1 happens right afterwards. It's such an emphasis, and his attack and his delivery on that last note to really set it up. Man, it sounds good. Sounds amazing. This is going on a playlist. I guarantee you this is going on. I don't know about the gym. Oh, maybe the gym. You know what? Maybe. I can see myself on the treadmill with this. It's 4/4. It wouldn't be hard. Yeah, I'll put this on a gym playlist. And driving around town, definitely. Driving to Vegas, without question. Oh, this is definitely going on. Unless, okay, look, we got 42 seconds. Now look, a lot can happen in 42 seconds. They may just screw up the song terribly in these last 42 seconds. But knowing Tool, I don't see that happening. I just don't see that happening. I really want to go back and listen to that whole thing again. But I'm not going to. No, I'm not going to. I'll do that on my own. I'm not going to make you guys suffer through it. Let's finish this out and we'll get to the review. Back into 3. Oh, wait, how did we transition? How did we transition there? With a measure of 5. Okay. Hey, why not? Why not? Leaving us with the cliffhanger ending. Those jerks. That's fine. Whatever. I'm not mad. It's fine. This is fine. Tool is one of those bands that's just, they're going to do what they want to do, and damned to be the consequences. Oh man, I know I liked it. I know I thoroughly enjoyed it. Now the question is, how much? How much did I enjoy it, like in comparison to other songs? That's the question, isn't it? Well, let me think about it. I'll come up with an answer for you, and I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Tool with The Pot. This was a request from Jeff Brochetti, Zika Stankovic, Yuki Irie, and J.R. Hernandez. Oh boy, I thought about this for a while. I did, because there were things I wanted to say, but I didn't want them to come across as how should I say this? I didn't want to sound patronizing when I say the things I'm going to be saying. So I really had to kind of pick and choose what I was going to say and how I was going to say it. And I know this is going to sound stupid, but when and in what order I was going to say it. Because if I said something before I said something else, it could be very easily taken at face value as being disrespectful, when it actually was the exact opposite. But by switching words, it came off, it was okay. So I really had to think about everything I was going to say, and I hope I remember everything I was going to say. Unfortunately, I didn't write anything down, but I've never written anything down when it comes to my notes. I shoot from the hip, so hopefully this won't come out disrespectful, because let me be frank, let me be 100% honest with you guys. If anything I say comes off as disrespectful or patronizing or, you know, backhanded or anything like that, believe me when I say this, it is not meant to come off that way, okay? There is not a bad thing I'm gonna say about this song. Honestly, there isn't. I don't have any complaints. So if anything comes off, like I said, as negative, derogatory, backhanded, slighting, patronizing, underrating, whatever, is not meant to be that way, okay? Please, please, please understand that, okay? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that a 9.3. Yep, 9.3. You heard me. I didn't stutter. That is the score I feel this song deserves. Let me tell you why.
Why?
Now, I know a lot of people are going to be scratching their head going, you gave that a higher score than this Tool song, this Tool song, this Tool song, and this Tool song, despite the fact that these other Tool songs are more impressive. Okay, first of all, things being impressive to people, that is all a matter of opinion. It's like Gene Hackman said in Superman 1, the very first Superman movie, and Gene Hackman had this great line. It's a wonderful line. I try to remember it as best I can. I'll see if I can remember it. Some people can read War and Peace and come away thinking it's a simple adventure story. Others can read the ingredients of a bubblegum wrapper and unlock the secrets of the universe. It's all open to interpretation and what they see, what they read, how they feel about it. That's what it really ultimately comes down to. Now, admittedly, there have been other songs from Tool that I have heard that I have said have been very impressive, and I've given them lower scores than 9.3. Not because they did a bad job, not because, you know, what we heard wasn't impressive. It was. I do feel at times, sometimes, I do feel like Tool can be their own worst enemy, and very much like Dream Theater became. And sometimes it feels like they get so overly complex that they kind of lose touch with the song itself. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's not, and there are a lot of people who are into that, and that's totally fine. I'm still giving them all the credit in the world for the amazing songwriting. I will absolutely give them credit for it, but you can't always groove to it, you know what I mean? This song, you could absolutely groove to. I still stand by my original statement that I said when I first heard the song. I first heard the song on this channel for a song called The Grudge. It was, I don't know if it was the first Tool reaction I did, but it was fairly early, and I made the statement that that is my favorite Tool song. That is my new favorite Tool song, and I have stood by that statement. I have not found a single Tool song yet that has beat it as far as when it comes to my personal taste, what I enjoy, how I feel about it, and thus making it my favorite. Nothing has beat it so far. If I'm being honest, this came close. It did, man. This song came close. I was really impressed with this song. Very impressed from start to finish. The song was not hard to count. You could lock into the song pretty quickly. They established the 4/4 time fairly early. Once you got past like the first 30 seconds, you got past the intro, locking in was very easy at that point. Now, you had Adam on the guitar playing a 3 pattern. Now, I don't know if he was actually playing in 3/4 or if he was just playing a 3 pattern in 4 along with Justin and Danny. I'm not 100% sure which one it is. I'm still not sure. Either one would work. Look, if Adam's playing in 3/4, it's perfectly fine. It just means every 4 measures of 3 is going to match up with Danny and Justin's every 3 measures of 4. They're going to arrive on 12. Okay, well, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that, because then they're all going to be on 13 together as well. They're all going to be on the downbeat. So that's perfectly fine. It all lines up. So either way it works. It felt good, man. Here's the thing, that not Justin, Adam's 3 was not so overwhelming and not so stand outish that it stole away from the standard 4/4. You found it. It was noticeable, but it wasn't up at the forefront. It wasn't taking out your wallet with your kids' pictures in it and shoving it in people's faces. Look at my kids! It wasn't doing that. No, it wasn't doing that at all. It was being very subtle and very smooth about it. And I absolutely dug that. That felt really good. And you felt that through the whole song. There were 2 spots, one in the middle and one toward the end, where they all came together and they all went into 3. And then they all came out of the 3 back into their patterns again. That was really cool. And they happened in strategic points where I was, like I said during the course of my reaction, I was about to say that this is starting to feel a little repetitive. This is starting to feel, a little like, okay, what else can you do? It's starting to get a little monotonous. And right as I was about to say that, each time is when they switched up into the 3/4. And that was nice. You could not have timed that better. You could not have. It was outstanding. Outstanding musicianship from all parties involved. And I'm sorry, I know I'm going to sound biased here, but man, did Justin's bass sound punchy as hell on this or what? God, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I love his tone. I really do. I know there's a way I can get my Sans amp to hit that exact same tone. I have not figured it out yet. I keep playing around with the presence. I keep playing around with the high end. I keep trying to cut out the mids, and every time I do, I feel like I'm getting close, but I'm not there yet. I dig his tone, man. I really do. For this style of music, it is amazing. It's so punchy. I love it. Maynard's vocals on this. I don't always talk about Maynard's vocals, but I have to on this, because that last minute and a half, 2 minutes, let's just say the last 2 minutes, the last 2.5 minutes. Maynard's vocals are what made that song, man, on those last 2.5 minutes, man. They really were. They sold, and they didn't just sell themselves. They sold the instrument. He absolutely sold the instrumentational parts on this. The way that his vocals were coming in with those setups, and right as they got to the end of 4, he would lay out perfectly timed so that drums, bass, and guitar could have that impactful downbeat. And that just really was well done. In his tone, his power, his projection on those last 2.5 minutes, man, they were good. Those last 2.5 minutes were honestly my favorite part of the song, if I'm being honest here. Don't get me wrong, I got nothing against the beginning. I got nothing against the intro, nothing against the middle. I enjoyed those. But when they hit that sustained note, and it's sustained, and I was sitting here counting, and I'm thinking to myself, please tell me they're counting the sustained. Don't be one of these bands who just are going to come in randomly in some spot, not on time, not in the measure, not on phrase. I was thinking, please don't do that. Please tell me they're counting it. And to my joyful, downright gleeful surprise, oh man, I almost jumped out of my chair. I was so happy to hear it. And you guys that have been on the channel, you know I never jump out of my chair for anything. I just don't. For 2 reasons. One, I hate it when reactors do that and they jump out of their chair and act all crazy and surprised. I hate that. I absolutely hate that. It just, to me, it looks ridiculously stupid. That's number 1. Number 2, I'm not wearing any pants. I really don't think you guys want to see me in all my underwear glory. I just don't think you want to see that. It's hot, okay? It's hot in here, so I'm trying to stay cool. No, but I almost did, though. Not gonna lie. I almost did jump out of my chair when I heard them coming on that downbeat of the 5th measure. Man, that was cool. It was right there, man. I'm sorry, they played 5 full measures. Technically, actually, I was wrong. Corrections, go ahead, hit me with corrections and retractions. I absolutely deserve it.
Corrections and retractions.
What I meant to say was, they counted out 5 full measures of sustain, and they came in on the downbeat of the 6th measure. That's what I meant to say. No, that was such a well done job. Very nicely done. Oh God, it's such a relief. I love it when bands do that, when they actually count their sustains and they don't just sustain a note and go, well, we'll come in here. And it's like, you know, it's like the 3rd measure beat 2 of the 3rd measure or something like that. And it's just like, oh man, seriously? No, these guys counted it out and I loved that. No, this was a thoroughly enjoyable song. This will be going on all 3 of my playlists, including the gym. I do believe, since this song is in 4 primarily, I do believe this would be a good song for the gym. I think it'll work just fine. Is it my favorite song from Tool? No, it's not my favorite, but I'm willing to go on record and say this is my 2nd favorite. Absolutely. I would absolutely stand behind that 100%. So, 9.3 is the score it's getting, and 9.3 is where we're going to stay. So, 9.3, final score, I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.